we provide. So you can see some of the products we have. These are some of our main 4MCU servers, and we have our smaller unit here that's used for business jets or regional jets. This is our wireless access point, and this is another smaller gateway box that we're coming out with. But this is just a quick timeline of Quantron and where we started. We started doing some of the air-to-ground systems for Verizon, and then that got sold off into Aircell when they bought that spectrum here in the US. And then later we started working with a company called Row 44, which is now Global Eagle. They do that satellite connectivity. You would see those, typically the little domes that are on the back of the aircraft, like with Southwest, that's that satellite connections. We do the modem solution and the server solution within that aircraft for them. And then a little bit later, we started doing these standard products, and that's kind of when 802.11n came out, and we got on a project with Lufthansa Systems and their software solution, and the launch customer is Virgin Australia, and that whole system got out there, proven into the marketplace that you could actually bring your own device, do wireless video streaming, and it works very well. And that was kind of a tipping point for the IFE industry, moving away from the traditional seatback displays with the ability to now, hey, we can start doing these wireless systems on the aircraft. So from there, it's really grown for us globally. We've got a lot of global deployments, and then we started bringing out some of these different new products and next generation products with our 802.11ac wireless access point, and we're going to be working on 802.11ax, which is coming out next year. So some of the capabilities, just a quick highlight. So with our hardware based on standard products and other project-based systems we're on over 4,000 aircraft. So that's a typical systems. The servers, the 4608 high-end server we have, ModMan, which is basically the satellite modem manager system, and then the access point. You're typically on a narrow body, you'd have about 3 of those access points evenly distributed through the crown of the aircraft to get you that wireless connections throughout the aircraft. And all the way through FAA certification called DO 160. We get our boxes approved by the FAA, and with that we get a PMA number and assignment. We do have a certified repair station here, so we follow those rules and adhere to that. Here's our wireless access point. As I mentioned, it supports the latest 802.11ac standards. And I'm just going to keep moving through, and here's what it would look like if you open up the crown of that aircraft. You can see here's one of the access points, and usually there's a panel that gets attached in between there, and then that gets wired up over Ethernet back to the main server. You can see in this depiction here the server here down in the Avionics bay. That would be one of these systems here. 4MCU server, and we have our wireless access point. With that, a lot of other companies started to get on board, other software solutions, and one of the key things that we offer was an open system platform architecture. So before, you were kind of stuck with a proprietary solution from one of the tier 1 customers. With our hardware and these other different software partners that came on board, and the lower cost system solution, a lot of those smaller carriers were now able to start to deploy and use wireless IFE, and that's really what's been happening over the last 5 years.